Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good day, good night. Wherever you are, whenever you're seeing this, I hope you are good. So guys, today we are going to be talking about how to get unstuck. And if you are in a season of getting unstuck, this message is specifically for you. I feel like there's been, of course, you guys know everything that happens is always in balance. So as many people that are stepping through breakthroughs and having these incredible moments and learning things for the first time and getting reacquainted with themselves for the first time, there's also an equal amount of people that are lost, that are not really sure which direction to go. They're not really sure how to get from point A to wherever they're trying to go. So this reading is specifically for you guys. I also wanted to introduce you guys to not necessarily a new service, but something that I was always doing. I always gave my mentees at the end of my 5-week and 4-week mentorships a 90-day plan. And the whole point of a 90-day plan is for you to pick 3 months where you dedicate yourself to your fitness goals, your financial goals, your spiritual goals, your mental goals, physical goals, emotional goals, healing goals, whatever goals you may have. It's 90 days where you are locked in. You know, you're able to create about 5 to 6 goals per month and stay on track of things. You're able to figure out what to do when things don't work out. You're able to figure out how to go from that point and make your next 90-day plan and how to learn from those experiences. And the 90-day plan was something that I created when I started working with my mentorship clients, because after the 4 weeks, I wanted them to be able to keep working and keep growing and keep stepping into things that they needed to step into. So I am now going to be offering the 90-day plan service to everyone, regardless if you do my mentorship or not. You have the chance to create a 90-day plan with me, and we'll basically just create a plan for your life, a plan where your goals will be in alignment, a plan to help you kind of understand what you need to do to get where you want to be. And this can be any 90 days. You can do one right now that starts on January 1st of next year. You can do one right now that starts in October or whenever. But I love the 90-day plans. My clients always tell me that they're very, very successful with the 90-day plans and that they're very beneficial. And I feel like the name of the game this year is just getting things done and completing your goals. And I would love to connect with you guys just to create a plan, you know, about what you need to do, how you need to move forward. Of course, while we're working on your 90-day plan, we can get into some readings and get into some spreads if you have questions about what you need to do to move forward. But those sessions are officially available. It is an hour session with me. We're going to be getting into some cards, getting into some questions, and of course, creating a 90-day plan for you. And you'll get an email PDF of your 90-day plan whenever we wrap up. So I'm very, very excited to just introduce you guys to this new service. Those of you who have already taken my mentorship, you know, you guys are familiar with the 90-day plan, but for the rest of you, it will be something new. So I'm super excited to connect with you guys, especially as we get towards the end of the year. A lot of the 90-day plans I've been doing, because I'm wrapping up some mentorships now, and the 90-day plans are getting us right to November and December. So I think it's a great time to figure out how you want to elevate this last season of 2025. And, you know, I know some of us have been trying to get unstuck since January, or, you know, I always keep saying since 2020, because who knows? So this reading is going to be about, if this is your season to get unstuck, what that is going to look like for you. And I definitely encourage you guys to check the link in the description box to get the tea about how you can get your 90-day plan and work with me to create some specific plans and structure and intention to set you up for success in the future. Let's go ahead and get into our cards, guys. Let's get into the tea. Alrighty, first things first, let's get into it. We have appreciation. We have third chakra, Archangel Chamael. We have door to personal healing and happiness. We have man holding a heart. And we also have indecision. So let's go ahead and get into this tea, guys. Ooh, we also have the second chakra. See, I thought we had the second chakra. We have the third chakra and the second chakra as well, Archangel Ariel. So let's get into this. You know, first things first, I don't even remember the first card we pulled first, honey. Let's just start with the chakras. Okay, so we have the second chakra and the third chakra. This is our sacral chakra and our solar plexus. These are definitely, you know, it makes sense that these chakras are coming up because we know our chakras work in alignment. And our first chakra is our root chakra, right before the second and third, right before these two, okay? Your root chakra is going to be you feeling grounded, you feeling secure, you feeling connected to God, you feeling like you're safe, you feeling like you're stable, you feeling like you have what you need. So I feel like the more we're able to connect with safety, the more we're able to reassure ourselves in this time, we'll be able to kind of create some balance in these other places. The second chakra specifically talks about intimacy and creativity, you know, our sexuality, us being able to express ourselves creatively, us finding ourselves creatively, us being able to just connect to our true creative essence. And then the third chakra, this is all about self-esteem, trusting yourself, knowing that you're on the right path, knowing that you're stepping into the right thing, and trusting that you're responsible to handle the things that you need to handle. So two things, you guys have to trust your creativity in this season. That's going to be how you're getting unstuck, and stop trusting that other people know what's better for you than what you know. I think when we doubt ourselves, it gives us a lot of issues in our sacral chakra, because we don't trust that we know what we want. We don't trust that we know what we need, and we definitely want to deal with this. Also with our solar plexus, feeling like you can do it is so powerful. And that's what we need to remind ourselves. We need to remind ourselves that we can do it. We need to remind ourselves that we're capable, that we're strong, that we have what it takes. And also, I think it would be good to kind of look into places where we've made mistakes in these areas, because making mistakes in these places, letting people play with you, letting people disrespect you, not getting what you need, accepting less, these are things that can really hold us back and give us a lot of stagnant energy. So if you've experienced that recently, not getting the things that you need, not taking care of yourself, not standing up for yourself, if you have those types of things that, make you cringe and just keep you up at night, some mistakes that you've made in the past, it could definitely be good to just kind of get rededicated to you, get rededicated to who you want to be, get rededicated to how you want to move forward and what you want out of life. And just, show yourself that you're willing to put in the work. Like, that's the biggest thing you have to do. You have to show yourself that you're willing to put in the work. We also have appreciation. We know this message is all about gratitude. So, getting unstuck, moving forward is all about gratitude, right? We want to be grateful. We want to appreciate what we have. We want to recognize that we're in a starting point. That's a beautiful point to be. So recognize you're in a starting point. Make the most of this space. Door to personal healing and happiness. What do we have to heal and let go of in order to get what we're supposed to have? Something that could have been holding us back or keeping us stuck is maybe not wanting to heal, not wanting to let go of depression, anger, frustration, jealousy, grief, not wanting to let go of those things and welcome in happiness, not wanting to let go of those things and welcome in a new mindset and a new energy. So it's definitely going to be very important for us to just be able to move forward and trust ourselves and trust that we deserve better. We deserve happiness, and that can be ours, that we can wake up every day and feel good that we woke up, feel happy, feel ecstatic, have new creative passions in our heart. We can wake up and feel good about where we are and about the work that we're doing. We can have that. Also, we have indecision. This indecisive energy is definitely got to be something that we're working with. Some of us could have been stuck because you just did not know what to do. You didn't know which door to pick, so you didn't pick any door. And eventually, you won't be able to pick either door if you don't know which door to pick. And you're just there waiting. Eventually, the moment will pass you by, and you'll miss the chance to step into that moment. So it's very important to just tap into those indecisive moments and really make sure you're giving yourself what you need in that space. We also have man holding a heart. So are we stepping into spaces where we want to welcome in romance? We want to welcome in love. We want to welcome in support. I think it's it can be very difficult and very scary to accept supportive energies, and not just about men, but just kind of what men represent. Who wants support from a man? No shade, no tea, but most of the time we're like, girl, a man can support me how? I don't know if that's how y'all feel, but, in the general consensus of things, there's a lot of talk going around about, how emotionally intelligent certain men are and certain things like that. So what can I get from this space? Can I get what I need from this space? I feel like, something you're going to be seeing is maybe getting what you thought you needed or getting what you knew you needed from unexpected spaces. Sorry, man, but I feel like that's what this is about, like just having those blessings come to you in unexpected spaces. So be open to certain people offering you love, offering you support, offering you opportunities, offering you a chance at something different. And, just be open to life, just showing you things in different ways right now. I think that's also really important when you're trying to get unstuck. You have to just remind yourself that, I can get unstuck. There is a moment past this. There is a life past this. There is a new beginning past this. And I have to trust that I'm ready to step into that. Also, let's get into our angel answers, guys. I know we got a little bit of everything here, so let's get into it. So we have no. We have get more information. Get more information. We have meditation brings answers. We have reconsider. And we also have remain positive. I feel like we're going to have lots of messages about remain positive. So we have no, reconsider, get more information, meditation brings answers. So I feel like it could be good. This is, I feel like this is a thought pattern that you guys need to adapt as you step into this new beginning. If you realize that something is telling you no, if you realize that you're getting pushback, that you're getting challenges, that something isn't really allowing you to just freely step into this next season, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to get the answers you need? Are you going to be able to remain positive? Some of us, we've been in these spaces where we've been stuck because we're feeling so negative. We're feeling so down on ourselves. There is no gratitude or appreciation for where we are. We feel like there is no support. We don't know what decisions to make. We can't even try and reconsider other possibilities because we think there's nothing else for us. You know, imagine being in a space where the Lord has told you no. The universe has told you no. You didn't get the job. Something flopped. This person broke up with you. You lost this. You missed out on this. You messed out on this investment. Whatever happened, you were told no. And you don't have the ability to find any other answers. You don't have the ability to meditate because all you're feeling is stress and frustration. You don't have the ability to get to the next space. You don't have the ability to go from point one to the second point, to get more information, to do research, to figure out what it is, because this no has just brought you down so bad. I think something good to remember from this period of being still is how to deal with no's. There's going to be no's everywhere. And when you're in a period of being stagnant or a period of being still, there's going to be a lot of no's happening because you're in a space where you're in one space. Whether this is feeling the same way mentally, being in the same space physically, holding on to the same grudges and the same pain emotionally, whatever that may mean, you're going to deal with a lot of no's. There's going to be a lot of trial and error as you transition out of that space. But guess what? You're transitioning out of that space. So let the no's affect you differently and open up a different perspective to see the no's differently and relate to the no's in a different way. Also, here with meditation brings answers. This is beautiful. We definitely need to remember that the answers are there for us. And when a door is closed in our face, we need to reconsider. We need to figure out, okay, what's the next thing? Also, because we have indecision, you know, having a door closed in your face could be really, 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 really hard. Like when something flops, I feel like it's so hard for you guys. And I feel like you really take it personally. You feel like, dang, I made the wrong decision. I didn't do the right thing. I'm not in the right space. Like you just make it about you and how incapable you are and how you don't have what it takes to do this and do this. And I hate that for y'all because that's not true. You know, the truth is everybody goes through no's. And, you know, people say this. I've said this before. You've heard it before. You know, the only difference between you and somebody that has $1 million or somebody that's successful and happy and living their life is because they maybe handle no's differently than the person that took a no and they just let it make them insecure for the rest of their life. That's the only difference. Like you can have exactly what you want. You can break down barriers. You can be told no 1,000,000 times. You can have everything physically, emotionally, mentally going against you, getting the things that you need and having what you want in this life. And you could still end up exactly where you're supposed to be based on how you feel about those no's, based on how you're able to redirect, reconsider, step into something different. It's so, so, so important. We do not want to take it for granted, and we definitely want to make sure that we keep those things in mind. And of course, we have remain positive. You know, we always get the message to remain positive when we're trying to figure out what we need to do, where we need to go. We have to remain positive and keep thinking and keep creating and keep trying and moving forward. That is going to be how those doors open up for us. Let's keep going, guys. We have Torch, spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. So this could definitely be a deep, deep, deep spiritual awakening for some of us. A hard spiritual awakening, girl. A hard spiritual awakening where you're really being pushed and pushed and pushed, maybe beyond your limit, maybe beyond what you feel like you need to be pushed. But this is giving you exactly what you need. Maybe it feels like it's too much, but it's giving you exactly what you need for this next chapter, because you don't want to keep thinking like this and keep not being able to deal with the no's and you don't want to keep dealing with that in that new chapter. Okay. We have casket, someone going out of your life or the end of a situation, period. That's why we have this stagnant energy coming to an end. We have flowers, happiness. Door to personal healing and happiness, guys. We had that new moon in Leo a couple of days ago. This is a reminder of joy, of happiness. You know, experiencing more happiness and more gratitude in your life will make you more confident. It will make you want to go after the things that you want, because you'll realize the importance of happiness. Like, there's nothing that we lose from making ourselves a little more whimsical, making our lives a little more joyous. We need a lot of that right now. We have flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. I love this. When stuff doesn't work out, redirect. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. If you're sitting there looking and it takes you 6 years to make a choice, don't be tempted to lower your standards. No matter how long it takes you to get what you want, period. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. Really, really remember that. We have March. So we have some Aries. What is March? Aries and Pisces. Yes. Aries and Pisces energy with this March, or we can just be on the lookout for something happening in March. We could be connecting with someone in March, or March could just be a big month for us. So keep that in mind. Or this could be some of you guys if you're experiencing some Pisces in March, Pisces and Aries energy. We have Tree, affairs with your family. Tree, affairs with your family. So what's going on? For some of us, maybe we've been feeling stuck since March, or maybe something happened in March that led to all of this. We have something going out of your life. So affairs with your family, the casket energy, somebody could have passed away in March. We could have just dealt with a death in the family that kind of made us feel stuck because of what we were experiencing, and then they just kind of steamrolled everything else into our life. So those are some messages to be mindful of. Also, we have Candle. You will be shown the way. This and the torch message is so important. Anytime we have a message of light in the cards, it's so important because light just represents, clarity, understanding, having the dark be illuminated. Like, there's so many beautiful analogies to that, like bringing in happiness when you've been feeling grief, bringing in that spark of an idea when you haven't had ideas in months or in years sometimes, feeling love for the first time when you haven't really been loving yourself, being able to rest for the first time after dealing with burnout. There's so many examples of introducing light into our lives, and I feel like, this is a season of light. We have Candle and Torch. You will be shown the way and spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. Maybe doing some candle work could be good for you guys. Maybe getting a white candle, praying over this candle. You could say the 23rd Psalms. You could say any specific prayer and just ask that, the candle is a physical reminder to you that, you are being taken care of, that the way is being paid for you, that the way is being lit for you. I love candle work as a way to, just kind of remind us of the work that we're doing every single day. So think about that. We also have Haystack. This is my second time pulling this card, honey. Haystack, karma. You will reap what you have sown. You will reap what you have sown. So for some of us, we're coming out of a space of karma, and this stagnant energy was our karma. For some of us, we're going into a space of good karma, and this new beginning is going to be our good karma. This new beginning is going to be the karma that we're stepping in. But either way, the tides are turning, and we're coming into a space where we're going to be able to understand why things haven't been what they've been. And when you're in that new beginning, you'll be able to recognize why the new beginning is the way it is. So things are definitely going to be coming full circle. Let's keep going. We have Hold Your Vision, of course, fixed moon. Hold your vision, literally hold your vision. Don't give up, reconsider. Meditation brings answers. Don't feel like, one thing not working out means that you should just give up. Literally take that no and do something different. It's time to release the negativity. This literally made me want to shout, excuse me. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Release the negativity. Stop playing with me, okay? Time to release negativity. Love this. Do a release ritual. Write down all the negative things you've been feeling and burn it. Think about what you've been feeling about yourself, what you've been feeling about relationships, what you've been feeling about what you're able to do, what you can and cannot do. Get into it, okay? And we have Believe in the Impossible. Very, very, very on brand. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon. Believe in the impossible. Remain positive. Appreciation, gratitude. It looks like we're being prepared to manifest. It looks like we're being prepared to welcome something in. We know that the way to attract things is by believing in the impossible, being positive, showing gratitude. That's how we attract newness. So keep that in mind as you're moving forward, and do not give in to the negative thoughts. Just don't give in to the negative thoughts. You can't. You've given it enough. Do not give in to the negative thoughts. Release negativity and hold your vision. You can still have what you wanted all along. Even if it's going to look different, you can still have it. So know that and trust that. We have perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. I love this. Don't let this period of being stagnant or being still, don't let this define your story, because it doesn't. I mean, that's why I have this message for you. That's why you're watching this video, because you being stagnant right now, or last night, or last week, or whenever, your period of being stagnant or still does not mean that there's nothing for you in the future. So don't feel like you're a loser. Don't feel like you'll never be able to shake back. Don't feel like all is lost. Don't feel like that. Trust that this doesn't matter. Perspective, none of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. What am I experiencing? Why am I dealing with this? What is it supposed to be teaching me? Like, this can't just be so I can feel shit about myself. It can't be. What am I supposed to be getting from this, and how can I tap in? What do I need to do right now to start to tap in? Okay, surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. I love this card. This is literally what we need. Pleasure, joy, make love to life, surrender to the sweetness. We have all of these messages about remain positive, happiness, joy. Literally, Venus energy. I love this. This card is literally just so beautiful. Like, we should be feeling love, happiness, and joy right now. Surrender to the sweetness. Make love to life. You know, especially since we have that sacral chakra issue with that intimacy, that creativity, that sexuality. Make love to life. How can you better the relationship that you have with life? You know, how can you make sure that life is giving you what you need? What can you pour into that relationship to make sure it's going to be pouring back into you? We have a new earth. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. You better hold that motherfucking vision. Hold that damn vision. Hold it. Ooh. Hold the vision, okay? Hold the vision. Keep holding the vision. Literally, if you don't hold your vision, I'm gonna do you something else. What? Oh, God. Excuse me. I'm sorry I had to do all of that. But girl, the hold your vision back to back? What? I think that when we're stagnant, the first thing we want to do is just be like, I shouldn't try to do this. I shouldn't want this. I shouldn't go after this then. Like, that's the first thing we try to do. We try to just give up on it because we feel like it's not working. But hold your vision. Like, some of y'all really need to go back and unball up the piece of paper that you just threw in the trash. Some of y'all just deleted all of your business plans. You need to see if there's a recently deleted. You know, you need to go back in. I feel like because we keep getting this message of hold your vision, keep holding the vision. It's happening. It's happening. You cannot lose sight of what you don't lose sight of what you started for, thinking of everything that's happened. Don't lose sight of what you started for. I'm about to shout for real. We have trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Yes, yes, yes. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out, period. I mean, I love that because that's the real tea. Like, that's the biggest message to know and to hear when you've been feeling stagnant. Time isn't running out. You're right where you're supposed to be. Isn't that such a beautiful reminder? Because I know that's like one of the worst things that we feel. Like, oh my God, I'm wasting so much time. This was supposed to be my year. I was supposed to figure this out. I was supposed to have this by then. I was supposed to have this by now. I was supposed to have this. Girl, time is not running out. Trust the wave you came in on. Trust your path. Trust how you are figuring stuff out. Trust how things are being shown to you. Trust it, trust it, trust it. Let's wrap this up. We have trust the universe, period. Trust the universe because I'm psychic. I know what I got going on. I know what I got going on. We have inner child healing. I always pull inner child healing literally in every single card. Every single spread I've been doing, I keep pulling this card. Inner child healing is very important because often it's our inner child that we're beating up when we're feeling stagnant. You know, we're telling our inner child, you're not good enough. You should be here now. You should figure this out. You should get it together. You should do this. You should do that. We don't want to do that to ourselves. We do not want to do that to ourselves. We want to hold ourselves more than ever when we're feeling stagnant because we know that we're not feeling our best. We know that we're second guessing ourselves. Like, don't be down on yourself when you know you're second guessing. When you know that you need that encouragement, give it to yourself. And we also have learning experience. How beautiful. Just a learning experience. Y'all, God is so good that we'll be set up for lessons that we would have never agreed to. And the beautiful thing about that is that just because you wouldn't have agreed to the lesson don't mean you don't need the lesson. Oh no, you need the lesson, but you wouldn't have agreed to it. So God has to dress it up for you or give it to you in a different way. So the things that we're learning and experiencing right now are not on accident. They're not for nothing. It's something very, very specific that's happening and moving and grooving. So yes, guys, if this is your season of getting unstuck, if this is your season of shaking back from being stagnant, I hope you appreciated this message. I really, really love this message. And I feel like all of us, or most of us, I feel like we've all felt stagnant this year in some way, shape, or form. We've all felt like, oh my God, what have I been doing? Where am I going? You know, we've all felt like that. And we're already in, already in August. Boop. We're almost in August, so there's so much happening so quickly, and it's great to just know that you're on the right track. So I hope this message gave you guys what you needed. If you're interested in booking your Spirit Sync 90-day plan with me, then check down below in the description box to get the tea. I'm super excited to connect with you guys and just continue to grow with you all. I thank you guys for being here as always, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys. Bless.